uh, let's talk about as we wrap up
Okay.
going audio with one's work, and what have been you know a lot of authors are probably thinking, should I invest in doing audiobooks, and what is it like when I do audiobooks? Now, of course, each author's experience is going to be different,
Right.
but I've got my opinions about what it is to go audio and what that means, and what people should be thinking about in terms of weighing the advantages to making that investment. What is your journey going audio been like?
It, amazing because of you. Thank you very much. But when I finally decided I was going to do audio and I made that part of my business plan, it was
Mm,
based on a lot of research on how audio was growing exponentially and how audio was selling and the market for audio. So to me, having audio on my platform is a no-brainer because it has introduced me to a new audience that doesn't sit down and read. They commute to work. They listen while they're doing housework. They listen while they're driving their cars. And it is the people who wouldn't pick up my book because they don't have the time to sit down and read, but they have the time to listen to an audiobook.
hmm
And finding the narrator that would make my audiobooks come to life was essential.
mm,
And I cannot stress it enough. Find the right audio for your books, or the right narrator for your books, and be open to listening to their advice and guidance, because what you think might be right could be totally wrong.
mm,
So listen to your narrator, listen to their advice, ask questions. Um, if you are going into audio, it is an investment. It really is. You have to know your audience. Is your audience growing in the audio career field? You can go back and look. There's plenty of platforms where you can look about audio sales. You can go Google it, see what it's doing, see what it's doing in your genre. It's a business decision.
hmm
But when you finally make it, you have to have somebody that you can collaborate with and that you're comfortable with and that you know is going to do the job you need them to do.
mm. Wonderful. Yeah, and one of the things that I've come to appreciate about the industry of audiobooks is just what you said about new audiences.
Hmm.
And the people that listen to audiobooks are readers. They're just doing it in fact,
Different way.
in a different way, but actually in the original way, which
True.
is stories around a campfire. The tradition of oral storytelling
Hmm.
to a certain extent. Um, one of the things that I really have come to appreciate is how the delivery system of audio can give the book not only a bigger, wider life, but sometimes a new life. One of the
Hmm.
examples I like to give is, and I don't know if I've run this one by you, but um, so. The poet and storyteller. Um, there's this poet, this storyteller, and he has this volume of poetry. And this is back in the days when there wasn't even books on tape. There was books on LPs, right?
Okay.
And this poet storyteller has his greatest hits, his most well-known poems, and they fit into uh, basically, the typical 20 minutes of a long player, an LP record, vinyl record, right? What are you going to do with side B? Well, of course, as the tradition was at the time, LPs were, you had the stuff that people really wanted, then you had filler.
Right.
Before the Beatles revolutionized, the LP with Rubber Soul, where every single song was just as good as the other. But anyway, so this was poetry. This was in the LP tradition, and he needed something to put on side B. So he took out this story that really, he had written it, and it just sort of tanked, as it were. but it was good filler. Well, Dylan Thomas's Child's Christmas in Wales ended up
Really?
getting a whole new life because he slapped that onto side B of the LP. And it's very similar to the journey of Wizard of Oz and also It's a Wonderful Life, which were not smashes when they came out, but because of television, developed this whole new way of being. Um, so, authors, it's a business investment, and it's going to take some time. It's going to take some money to do your research, and to really make sure that you're hooked up with the right person. But it's a lot. What I hear a lot of authors discussing is what's worth my time and what's worth my money. What's worth my time? What's worth my money? What's worth my time? What's worth my money? Right? Well,
Absolutely.
this is something that is not a scam.
No. No. God, no.
So
No.
so take that, and just think about where you want to invest, your clock and paper dollars. Kris, this has been delightful. Thank you so much for your time,
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
and your investment in audio. I typically close my sessions that I'm leading with, may my voice in your ears meet again real soon. And what I'd like to do is just fuse our craft, um, if you don't mind.
Please.
So thank you so much for joining Kris and myself on our adventures. I hope that our storytelling and your imaginations meet again real soon. Thank you.